going on, all you wonderful late plussers out there? It is I, Stewart, here with another interview, this time with Abraham Rodriguez himself.
Hello, everyone. Hey, hey.
So, my first question I wanted to ask you, tell us what the audition process was like for Power Rangers and like for basically auditioning for your character.
Yeah, so I was actually originally auditioning for one of the comedic roles for Ben. And it wasn't until my third audition in my producer session where the executive producer, Chip Lynn, asked me to read for one of the Rangers. And then after that, I continued in the casting process for a Ranger role. So yeah, I went to a total of 5 auditions, and that's how I booked it.
Awesome. So that kind of answers my second question. So you knew from the very beginning that you were going to be like the Gold Ranger, is that correct?
So when we were all auditioning for it, all of like the guys didn't know exactly which color ranger they were going out for until we actually got the call from the executive producer telling us that we booked the job. Then in that phone call, he told me that I would eventually become the Gold Ranger in the 8th episode. So from that phone call, I already knew that I would eventually be the Gold Ranger.
Awesome. And then I guess my last question is, how hard was it to keep that a secret? Because that's like a big deal, right?
Yeah, so I was actually at Power Morphicon in 2018 when Jazz, Rory, and Jackie all got revealed. I was sitting in the crowd watching the reveal, but of course, you know, it was all a secret for me since I was a Ranger, but I wouldn't get revealed because it was a surprise until the 8th episode when I became the Ranger. So yeah, it was also really hard to then move to New Zealand, but not be able to tell anyone like exactly why or that it was for Power Rangers. So I left without telling a lot of my close family and friends where I was going. I just said that I booked a big job and I was going to film somewhere, but I couldn't say where yet. Until after about a month of being in New Zealand, we were then allowed to post about it. But even then, I wasn't allowed to say that I was the Gold Ranger, of course. I was just allowed to say that I was on the show, but I couldn't say what my role was. So I had to keep that secret all throughout my time filming in New Zealand until the 8th episode where I become the Gold Ranger aired in, I think, April. And at that point, we only had 2 months left. So that whole time, I had to like cover my wardrobe if I was wearing gold and make sure that no one like posted any pictures that would leak it. So yeah, it was a huge secret to keep, but I'm really grateful for that. I think it made it a more fun and special, unique experience.
Yeah, like for me watching the show, like it was definitely not something I saw coming. In fact, if anything, I was like, I almost kind of saw the Vengeance reveal, or the fact that you created the villain kind of reveal coming. But I thought it was going to be kind of like on purpose. So to see it like be something completely like 180 different, you actually being the Gold Ranger, that was like, oh my gosh, like kind of moment for me. Like I didn't see that coming. That was like so spectacular, you know?
Oh, that's awesome. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you so much.